everybody, I am Sweta. I teach history in Jamnilal College. This is the lecture of Ancient Indian History and I am going to talk about the Golden Age of India. Historians often consider the Gupta period as the Golden Age of India's past, as it is often remembered for certain key classical features, such as the political unifications of a large part of the subcontinent under a mostly centralized government, the production of exceptional Sanskrit literary works, sophisticated stone sculpture and architecture, and innovative developments in the field of science and technology. Now I am going to start from art and architecture. Ancient Indian art and architecture was mainly inspired by religion. Temple architecture can be subdivided into two major parts. First, cave temple architecture and second, structural temples. The Gupta period marks beginning of structural Indian temple architecture. Now I am going to start from cave temples. The Ajanta caves are 30 rock-cut Buddhist cave monuments which date from the 2nd century BCE to about 480 CE in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, state of India. The finest examples of Buddhist art during Gupta period are the paintings of Ajanta caves, which are now included in the list of the World Heritage Sites by the UNESCO. Surprisingly, these paintings with lustrous colors have not faded even after 14 centuries. Udaygiri Caves near Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh, is an archaeological site consisting of 20 rock-cut caves. These caves belong to the Gupta period. The site has important inscriptions of the Gupta dynasty belonging to the region of Chandragupta II and Kumargupta I. They contain some of the oldest surviving specimens of Hindu temples and iconography in India. Now I am going to talk about structural temples. The Dasavatar temple at Devgarh shows the ornate Gupta style of architecture. The temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Temple is decorated with the idols of gatekeepers, river gods, etc. Beautiful views of Lord Vishnu, Nar Narayana and Gajendra Moksha. The temple is west facing. Following are the major temples of Gupta period. Vishnu Temple of Tigwa, Madhya Pradesh. Parvati Temple of Nachna Kothara, Madhya Pradesh. Vishnu Temple of Eran, Madhya Pradesh. The temple at Bhitargaon, Uttar Pradesh. Shiv Temple of Bhumra, Madhya Pradesh. These temples were made in the architectural style known as Nagara, in which generally flat-roofed square temples were built. Dhamek Stup is a fine example of stupa construction during this period. Numerous famous sculptures also belong to this era. The first famous sculpture being the 7-feet copper structure of Buddha known as the Sultanganj Buddha. Important segment is science and technology. The Gupta period is unparalleled for its achievements in mathematics and astronomy. Aryabhatta first was father of algebra and earliest non-astronomer of India. He was first discovered that the earth rotates on its axis. First astronomer to give a scientific explanation of eclipses. He was the first to invent zero and to recommend the use of decimal system. He gave a very accurate value of pi, 3.1416. Varahmihir, a 6th century astronomer, astrologer and mathematician who was one of the Navratnas of Chandragupta II. Brahmagupta was well-known mathematician who made important contributions to geometry. Bhaskar II has written Leelavati, which contains important ideas of calculus. Dhanvantri was famous for his knowledge of Ayurveda. The Gupta period is also considered as the golden age of literature in ancient India. Kalidas was one of the Navratnas of Chandragupta II and his works are Meghdut, Abhigyan Sakuntalam, Kumar Sambhavam, Raghuvansam, Ritu Samharam and Malvika Agnimitram. Sudraka has written Mrikshakatikam. Vishakha Dutt, Mudra Rakshas. Bharvi has written Kiratul Arjuniam. Dandin has written Kavya Dars and Das Kumar Charit. Amar Simha has written Amar Kosh and Vishnu Sharma has written Panchtantra. Bhatti has written Ravan Vadh and Bhas has written Bal Charit and Charudar.